right, ladies and gentlemen, thumbnail sketches. Now, first off, before you even start, I have printed out the worksheet because I am lucky enough that I have a printer in my house. If you do not have a printer in your house, that is perfectly okay. You should be using non-lined paper, so don't use the paper in your notebooks, but you could use the back of an old worksheet. You can either take something that kind of has a straight edge, hopefully something that has a corner. Whoops, sorry. I just drew that out over here. So I just traced that corner and then I just turned it around and traced another corner. So you do want them to be as close to rectangles as possible. So it's fine if it's not a perfect rectangle, but you don't just want to freehand it and do this. Or especially do this. Like, we don't want this. The other thing you can do is, if you don't feel confident doing that, but you do happen to have like Post-its around your house, or even like these are square Post-its, but I could take them and I could fold them. I could take a pair of scissors and I can cut them, or I can even use my fingers to cut. And then I can either use that Post-it, or I can paste that, or I can trace that Post-it onto another piece of paper. You do want them as big as about as big as a standard Post-it, maybe a little smaller. You don't want them too big because we're not doing final drawings. We're doing thumbnail sketches. As we talk about in class, thumbnail sketches are just brainstorm ideas. They should not take you too much time. There's a lot of time involved this week in the brainstorming portion that I don't want you spending more than let's call it 10 to 15 minutes on your thumbnail sketches. We are going to critique our thumbnail sketches as the final part of this week's assignment, and we're also going to look at them more closely during our check-in next week, or in 2 weeks. So first, I'm going to go over so now that you know how to get started, I'm going to stop this video and start making the second video on how to make your thumbnail sketches.